Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today guys, we'll be talking about Metagods. So Metagods guys, if you do not know Metagods, one of the investor of the game is Mr. Beast. Now, if you do not know Mr. Beast, I don't know with you. But Mr. Beast, go search for his name on YouTube and maybe you'll know who is Mr. Beast. Okay? So for this one guys, for this video, we'll be talking about the game but more particularly about the land. So we have here the snapshots or pictures overview of the map. So we have the bosses map, so which is this one is what it looks like. And then we have Metagods mgod land sale. So this one, they're already divided. And for the subdivision of the lands, this is the smaller portion for the lands. So you could see it here. Now, let's go into the land sale. So Metagods lands guys. So what is land in Metagods? So land will be an important part of Metagods gameplay. The ecosystem highly benefits landowners, providing various passive revenue streams. Now, a piece of land is a 1x1 grid that is a part of a dungeon, which is a 10x10 in the Metagods world. Now, there are 35 dungeons in the Metagods world. Only 3,500 lands are available in the ecosystem. Okay? So, ecosystem, this will be a high APY passive income, valuable loot and rewards, utility provider for the buildings, governance rights, partnership with metaverse projects, and then key game mechanics, unique player interaction, play to earn features, guild building. So this will be the ecosystem, land, and then the game. So lands in Metagods, the lands that make up the dungeon can be owned by users of the Metagods ecosystem, becoming a part of the game. Users can purchase the land with mgod or BNB to collect 1x1, 2x2, or 4x4 lands. So this will be what it looks like guys. So for a 1x1, 2x2, or a 4x4 land, the larger you own, the more rewards and passive income you can earn. Now, the main gameplay of Metagods takes place in the dungeons across the realm. It's governed by a god boss, for example, Zeus, and filled with deadly monsters and legendary loot. So, players will be going to your dungeons. Now, through land ownership, asymmetrical gaming, players who perish in your dungeon, their legendary loot are dropped. Wow! So, whatever their loot, guys, during their raid into your what do you call this land, it will be dropped and rewarded to landowners. Okay, so you see there guys, players who perish in your dungeon, their legendary loot are dropped and rewarded to landowners. So if you're a landowner, this is a passive income. Metagods revolutionizes and the narrative of gaming by owning land. You control the boss and monsters within the dungeon. So basically, you are the boss of the boss and the monsters, battling anyone who crosses your path. Okay? There is no penalty if your boss is slain because it is technically not playable. Character affected by NFT permadeath. Okay, so by owning land, you own portions of Metagods. You become a part of the game. You are Zeus, Poseidon, or Medusa. Okay? Epic dungeon battles. So this is what it looks like if you're battling a boss. Okay? And then, reward distribution system. For example, if you own a 4x4 land in a full house dungeon, you have a 16% chance in acquiring the drop loot. So basically, this is what it looks like for a map. So basically, if you have a 4x4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's equivalent to 16. This is a 2x2, and this is what it looks like. Just one. The 1x1 is like this. The 2x2 is like this, and the 4x4 is like this, guys. Up until the fourth square and bottom up to the fourth. So this is what it looks like for a 4x4. I mean, this is the 4x4. Yeah, this is the 2x2. This is just a 2x2. So if we go back in here, this is a 4x4. That's equivalent of 16 squares. And this is just a 2x2. Okay? So rewards are distributed among multiple landowners. So if you're a whale in this game, guys, if you could own all of this, I don't know, it doesn't specify in here if there will be like a capping in terms of per wallet on how much piece of land could a wallet own. Okay, so it doesn't specify it yet. So stay tuned for more update. The more land you own, the higher chance you have in acquiring the loot, which can be used or traded in the marketplace for profit. So basically, it's like a passive income. Metagods have partnered with Chainlink to use their BRF function to accurately determine where the drop loot will go, ensuring verifiable fairness for all landowners. Okay? So next, mission staking fee pool. Okay, Metagods has a built-in NFT mission staking failure rate. So players can stake their character NFTs in dungeon missions to earn relic tokens. So if failed, all relic rewards will be distributed to landowners in the dungeon. If successful, players will receive the relic rewards. The landowners will earn a small fee from the winnings. So basically, if you go on these missions, guys, there is still a fee. So you need to pay for that fee for you to go to those missions. Now, if you fail, it will be divided into the landowners. And if you succeeded, the fee will be divided among the landowners. Now, land buildings economy, owners can construct buildings on their land to provide valuable infrastructure to expand and maintain their economy, as well as powering up their NFTs. Relic and resource consumption will be a core gameplay mechanic to regulate the inflation of relic. So, economic buildings, resource production to facilitate economic flow of relic. So, these are the examples, guys, of the buildings. Military buildings provide powerful buffs and NFT utilities. So, these are the examples. Okay. So, building tier upgrade. So, players can upgrade their buildings for increased efficiency and decreased upkeep costs, yielding higher return on investment. So, I'm looking at this one that landowners need to contribute depending on their squares or their land that they own. So, there should be like a voting pattern wherein they need to upgrade building to the other. So, this is what it looks like. So, you need to craft the rarest materials for powerful equipment and unlock forbidden technologies. Unleash the full power of your character NFTs. Legends are not born, they are made. Now, guild building in lands. So, lands are the backbone of guild development. All members can use certain buildings to upgrade their NFT power, while landowners can earn passive income in the process. Now, members can rendezvous in guild lands to participate in exclusive activities and campaigns such as special dungeon raids or PvP tournaments. Wow! There will be PvP tournaments in the dungeons. So, guild members can pool resources and relic together to upgrade facilities. Resource mobilization and management simulates dynamics of microeconomics and macroeconomics within the game. So, this will be a vast gameplay in terms of the land. Showcase your ownership status. Owners can customize the logo, wow, and name of their land. Acquire badges and titles to showcase their ownership status. So, for example, Medusa Master, Zeus Enforcer. They gain exclusive access to the landowner club in the Nexus. So, this is like Zeus with a, what do you call this? Lightning hand and a powerful golden hand. Metagods also features limited edition collectible buildings such as 7 Wonders of the Ancient World for owners to display their rare ownership. So we have Zeus Enforcer. Circular economy. The land mechanics allow all participants within Metagods to generate financial value, creating a highly sustainable ecosystem. So this is like the landowners putting it they call this the loots in the marketplace, and then players will be buying it and then going for dungeons and bosses, and then earning some relics, and then all of it will be uh, back to the owners, and this one is like a circular motion in terms of the land mechanics. Now for the dungeons in Metagods, we have this Amaterasu, Aphrodite, Ares or Ars, Atlas, Eos, Hera, Inari, Luna, Medusa, Odin, Persephone or Persephone, Pluto, Poseidon, Prometheus, Sol, and Zeus. Wow, I like Zeus. So this is what it looks like, guys, in terms of the Metagods lands. Now, if you want to buy and participate in buying for these lands, probably we'll have an update on when are this available. But this is just a glimpse in terms of the Metagods lands. And again, guys, if you're new to the channel, click subscribe, and then shout out, of course, to all our subscribers. So that's it for me, guys. See ya!